You know, I'm wrapping up for the weekend. I got the carpet pretty much installed. I still need to do the rear seat, and I still need to do the center channel area, and I got to get the wheel pants on still, so the fun continues. But I'm pretty proud of what I've done. I don't know if you'll be able to see through the glass or not, but you can see all the carpet. I put the pilot seat in. I'm going to put the passenger seat in so that I can fly this thing. That's really the thing that's been missing. As much as I love it, I really do love this thing. It actually took me a while to fall in love with it, mainly because I felt like it was still somebody else's airplane. But now that I've put so much of my heart and soul in it, and I could, like when I just look at it, just clear as day, I could see things that are better because I did them. Not only by hand, but also paying the money to do them. And to the degree that I do that stuff, it just gets more and more mine. And I fall in love with it just a little bit more. So it has been a process. A lot of people talk about how they buy their airplane and they fall in love. You know, my dad was that way. He said when he bought his airplane, he actually had the seller fly it down to him. And when he saw it coming around, entering into the pattern, he said he was in love already. For me, I'll admit, it took me 2 or 3 months to fall in love with this thing. I thought it was just a big goblin. It was just going to get me. It was either going to be, SB006, or it's going to be some major problem. And it's just this big contingent liability sitting on my plate. And it turns out that's really not the case. It has taken me a little bit more money than it probably should have to put this thing here, but it's been gone through quite thoroughly, and both by me and by the mechanics. I've seen almost every square inch of this airplane with my own eyes now, including behind the interior walls, under the carpet. I saw the wings myself when we did the SB006. I've seen a lot of this airplane with my own eyes, and I could safely say now that it's 4 months later, it's a pretty rock solid airplane. It definitely has a lot of do items left on it, but like I said in my blog post earlier, I'm sort of going to switch from, being the hare to being more of the tortoise on this thing. It's flyable now. I could jump in there right now and take it out for a spin. The seat is in. I got to put the other seat in. You can see the other seat over there. But it is 100% flyable right now. I could have this thing in the air in 10 minutes if I wanted to. So that's good. So I'm going to start flying it. The hours are going to start happening, and I'm going to enjoy this thing. And meanwhile, the do list continues. I could think of 25 things I want to do to this plane, but once I get into tortoise mode, I just need to do a little bit every weekend, and, let it just take care of itself naturally. Because I have a life. I have other things that I have to do besides just work on this plane all the time. But I literally spent the whole weekend out here. I did hit the gym this morning, but that's it. So I'm going to tuck her away. I don't know if I'm going to come out during the week. I may. Just depends on my mood. But next weekend's Mother's Day. I don't know what I'll be doing out here. I do plan on flying it next weekend, with or without my wife. If my wife comes, I'll throw the passenger seat in real quick. If not, I'll take her around the patch. I'll do more than that. I don't need to go around the patch. I'll probably go fly somewhere. Who knows? So it does need an oil change. They actually forgot to do it on the annual. The guy read the logbook and he misread it, and he thought it was done like very recently, and turns out the oil has like 40 hours on it. So it needs an oil change. I'm still going to fly it. I'm not going to worry about it, but I don't want to do a lot of excessive flying until I get some nice clean oil in there. So if I fly next weekend, it'll probably be less than an hour. So but I'm just amazed. I'm about to leave. For anybody who owns an airplane, especially their first, it really is amazing. I can't fully describe it. It's a loaded gun, you're playing with ammo on these things, with money and trying to make decisions that'll screw you over financially, and it's the real deal. But sometimes just being able to sit back and look you know, at this hangar. I mean, this hangar cost me almost $400 a month, and this airplane, and but it's mine. I look around at this space and this little aviation cocoon that I've built through hard freaking work, and it's just really, really cool to know that I could jump in there and take off and go fly and do it all on my own creation. It's just a wonderful thing. So, and once I get those wheel pants on, the wow factor is going to go up even more. It kind of looks a little disheveled with that nose pant and naked wheels, but once we get those wheel pants on, this thing's going to look really, really good. So, looks good now. I mean, it really has a shine. I mean, I know the hanger lights are on, but I mean, it really has a decent shine. I mean, this paint is 30 years old. It was painted in 1988, and I was 6. So this paint is new, as you can see. If you kind of step back and look, you can obviously tell that the cowling is newer than the rest of it. This wing is old paint, but it still shines. And that other wing over there was painted as part of the reskin project they did. So they did the spinner and all that. So she's looking pretty good. All right, enough airport for this weekend. I'm out. See you.